Oh, just be yourself. Just be yourself. Be yourself. What does that actually mean? And is there anything that can help us determine what being yourself is and what being your not self is? Well, of course, you already know, yes, there's a tool that is incredibly helpful, and it combines your astrology, the I Ching, the chakra system, and the Kabbalah all into one cohesive system that will literally tell you who it is you were born to be and who it is that you probably think you are that's not actually you, that's causing you all of the frustration and anger and disappointment and bitterness in your life. Okay, so listen up. So this is my body graph that you're seeing right here. Okay, this is like an energetic x-ray of me, my genetic code, and really it's like an electricity. This is the circuit board of me, of Marco. Now, the wiring of this circuit is determined by my personality placements and my design placements. This is my conscious placements at the time of my birth and my unconscious placements 88 days before my birth. Now, I have the design of a reflector, okay? See all these white centers right here? Yours will probably have a handful of centers that are colored in and defined. Definition means it's reliable, okay? Means that it's consistently going to be generating that experience for you. For instance, all of these gates here are defined in my charts. A lot of these gates are very, very reliable for me. I can pretty much always know, oh yeah, I think about why are we here? Those big questions, wanting to unravel the mystery. That's 61 right there. 43 is having these like weird ideas that sometimes are too weird to share. But you'll notice that they're not all connected. So in my chart, again, I have a lot of undefined centers. So I have the 61. I'm asking those questions. Let's unravel the mystery. Why are we here? What is our purpose, etc. But I don't have 24, which is the mind, the mental capacity to reliably process all of that inspiration and that pressure and turn it into certainty. So if I judge myself off of my ability to have these revelation aha moments and then to even talk about them, I am more often than not going to end up not being able to do it, not meeting up to that judgment that I have of myself. And this is why. So we all have two authorities within our life. We have the mental authority, right, which is all up here, and then we have the internal authority, which is right in here. Now, reflectors are a very, very special case. 1% of the population has a chart that looks similar to this, but the other 99% has some kind of internal authority, whether it's the emotions or the sacral or the spleen or the heart or the G or the mind itself. The bullshit that we keep running into is that we're using only this top part. Society is forcing us to think, to be certain, and it's not considering how we feel or what's satisfying or what actually is healthy for us. And that causes us to make decisions from a purely mental place, which maybe explains a lot of the frustration and anger and, again, negative emotions that you may be feeling. What human design allows us to do is it allows us to simplify, okay, this whole abstract process of being a human being by giving us two things. It's called a strategy, that's how we do things, and an authority, which is going to determine how well our strategy is going to work. Let's take this chart into account, for example. We have defined centers, meaning that you see this? See how that's connected? You see how these are online? You see how there's a connection right there? That creates definition. So what we're looking at here is an emotional generator. Now, the emotional generator has the emotional authority, meaning that they're supposed to feel their emotions without making big decisions. Sleep on it. Ride out your emotional wave. Their strategy is in the sacral. The sacral goes, bring it closer, I want it, get that away from me. Now the strategy and authority again work together, okay? You need both of them. For instance, if you're in an emotional wave, your strategy is not going to work so well. So the key for this person is to consider, am I feeling emotional about this? Am I in an emotional wave? And if I am, okay, I'm gonna take some time, be patient before I respond to this opportunity, relationship, whatever. Here we have a splenic projector. Projectors, manifestors, and reflectors do not have the defined sacral. This person is here to wait for invitations, wait to be recognized for having the ability to do the thing before you go in and do the thing. Projectors are very good guides, but only when they're invited. Now, their authority is right here in the spleen. The spleen is the center for survival and intuition. So upon receiving an invitation, this person will get a splenic hit. Their spleen will be like, yes, that's the thing we're doing. This person recognizes me, awesome. Or this person doesn't recognize me, that's going to be exhausting. Their design is one that if they listen to their intuition and wait for invitations, they will not feel bitterness. See, again, the bullshit of society and life is that we've been forced to just make decisions with these top two centers. But again, if these are not defined, especially if these are not defined, you're not going to have certainty. You're not even going to be thinking about your own problems. And so you get stuck convincing people that you're certain and solving problems that are not even relevant to you. Same thing happens with all of this openness in here. So again, if you're questioning, how do I be myself? Human design is a very, very simple way for you to figure out what your strategy is, what your authority is, okay? And you don't even need to buy anything. Like, you could just go to my website, generate yourself a body graph. It'll tell you what your strategy is. It'll tell you what your authority is. And you can come back here to my TikTok and watch videos on my strategy as a generator to respond, my strategy as a projector to wait for invitations, my strategy as a manifester to initiate things, my authority as emotions to wait out the emotional wave, my authority as a sacral to follow my sacral. And it takes so much of the guesswork in terms of what is being yourself actually supposed to be. Like, what are the steps, practical steps that you can take towards being yourself? Human design has it all. Human design will show you how to take your inner authority and bring that online. So instead of having to fight the mental authority, you can just start to strengthen your internal authority. With that being said, I do have some stuff that I sell that can help you out. I have $13 reports, which is just like introductory if you want to dip your toes in, or if you want to go all the way in, I have $20 reports, which again, probably costs less than dinner. I also have a free Discord. It's a human design community that you can join for free and get feedback, connection, all the stuff that you may be lacking in your, in your IRL, in your day-to-day life. You can find it here on the Discord. At the end of the day, I'm a reflector. I just want to live in a world where people are actually themselves. And human design, in my 12, 13 years of being on the spiritual path and on the awakening journey, like, this is the best tool that I've found to align yourself with yourself. And it's free. You just gotta learn about it. So go learn about it. Click on my face, click the link in the bio, and hopefully I'll see you in the Discord. Peace.